Invaders, and welcome to Spacies, and this is a very quick video and kind of an apology for the lack of content in the last week or so. Reasons being is that I've had issues with the software that I use for the editing. I've had to slap that around and get that in order. Got past that error, so that was the reason why the last video, which was the Resident Evil 4 video, was delayed. But I'm glad I didn't lose that gameplay footage, because I played that for about an hour and I almost lost the footage. So I was able to get that together and get that video up online. But also the other thing that's been delaying content is this weekend, well, last weekend I should say, I went camping. And I went down to Bendalong, it's about a 2.5 hour, close to 3 hour drive south of Sydney. And we got to spend a night, just for one night, over in a tourist park, they call it, which is basically an organised campsite. And rather than continuing to ramble on more about it, I'm just going to throw to a little bit of footage, and I'll come back at the end to explain what happened on that trip. Here's the video. So we did the drive on down to Sussex Inlet, and this is the first time I've driven to this park. It was about $30 per night. Anyone that hasn't driven in Australia, this is a bit of a sneak preview as to the scenes you will experience when you're on the roads here. And as you can see with this map, it's a pretty green trip all the way down along the coastline, and it's tucked away in amongst a whole heap of shrubs and right alongside that shoreline. We have just arrived. What's the name of this place again? Alright, we have just arrived at Bendalong National Park, and yeah, this is our setup. So these are our friends' tents. That's their setup there. We've got some solar power for phones and nonsense. Another one there on the roof, which I better get. That's my phone on there getting hot. Cooking area here. Another tent, and this is the Hilton. I haven't even been inside it yet. We just set it up. I've never stepped foot inside this tent before. Alright. Oh wow, this is kind of roomy, isn't it? I'll take shoes off. Alright, so this is the inside of our tent, and it's quite big. It's only for the two of us. But it's a six-man tent. Could have been laid out a little better, but I think we did well on our first attempt. And that's my wife's bed. She doesn't want to sleep on the floor. She has got herself a little railing, and I'm sleeping, I guess, over on this side. I don't know, haven't figured it out yet. Don't have double beds. That's my sleeping bag. My Monster Hunter jacket's in there. So yeah, pretty cool. And we're just spending one night here, no longer. It's not a long weekend or anything like that. And yeah, oh, there's I guess this is a place to put your belongings. That's pretty cool. Don't really know too much about the tent because I've never stayed in it before. Like I said, we have just set it up. Oh, if you want privacy. Oh, that's that's cool. You got a divider. Good night. All right. And in Australia, in case you're not aware, at around about 6 or 7 p.m, these guys come out, the Kangaroos. And if you're lucky enough in some parts of Australia, you may get to see wombats, emus, and a stack of different other animals, including echidnas. And they're just really tame, some of these. I mean, look at this guy. I'm patting him away here. Very bony though. I can remember feeling as I was patting him, I could feel his rib cage. He was obviously not well fed. But they were just roaming about amongst the people. They don't seem to be freaked out too easy. Although, in just a moment, you'll see as we turn around here, a mummy. No, not that one. That's a boomer. But over there, you can see a mummy kangaroo with a little Joey in the pouch, and she was a little bit. Yep, there she goes, a little freaked out as she was protective of the little one. Okie dokie. This is day 2 And last night I didn't actually sleep too well because I don't have a stretcher to sleep on, just a sleeping bag on the raw ground. Plus I woke up tonight after a big night on the booze and feeling a little bit but now I'm okay. And we're just heading down out to the beach and we're going to see some stingrays. Apparently let you pat them, which is quite bizarre. So we'll see how that goes. We just got to try and work out where we go. Oh, out this way. Yeah. We're lost. Yeah. So we've just walked up, and already we can spot there's one huge stingray out the back there. But you see the kids there. They're with us actually, those kids, and yeah, they're patting stingrays. This is so cool. I'll try and get clip. Oh my god, there's so much seaweed here. Yeah. I've got shoes on, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, one thing, when you come to these beaches you got to watch out for the blue bottles. And for those who don't know, blue bottles are like jellyfish that lie on the beach. Oh my god, look at the wing.
Stingray. Yes.
Not many of them. I just saw the wing. Yeah, he was saying hi. There's a fish head over here. Hang on. Yeah. Can you see that? See it saying hello? Look at that. So all up we could see around about, I think we counted up to 7 or 6 of these guys, and there was 2 different species. Now I'm no biologist, marine biologist or anything like that, but these guys freaked me out. Now I've got a confession to make. I actually didn't go in the water. This footage that you're seeing now, oh my god, look at the size of that guy. This footage is being shot by my wife, so she's the one that was getting in amongst it and getting the footage for me. And the kids were just going up and patting them. I just can't help but keep thinking about Steve Irwin and that tail. But granted, I think Steve Irwin was swimming with them, not just he wasn't just walking in ankle deep water next to him. So for the most part they're pretty harmless, but they can get frisky, and if you are feeding them they can grab onto your hand, and I don't know if they've got teeth, but they can chew and suck and hold onto your arm if you're not careful. But for the most part they're pretty harmless, which is why it's such a weird thing that Steve Irwin, crocodile hunter, would actually get killed by one of these things rather than a crocodile or something more obvious. It was just such a freak accident back more than 10 years ago now. But these guys were awesome, and it was just such a trippy experience. So that's been my channel's very first vlog, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. I just wanted to share with you some of the cool stuff that Australia's got to offer. I mean, here in Sydney we've got a real wide range of really cool animals that we can see, but if you just take a short little trip down the road, you get to see even cooler stuff like the stingray you saw, and wombats, and a whole stack of other things. It's all pretty cool. And I know that this video has been non-gaming related, but I just thought it was a really cool chance to just get out and get the camera and also explain to you why I've been a bit quiet in the last week, no gaming content. So I do apologize for that, but I hope you enjoyed the video otherwise. Also, a huge thank you to my patrons. We've got Sarah Wilson, we've got the Bit Vault, the Gaming Archaeologist, and Jose Rivera. You guys are a huge help to my channel. And I've noticed some of you guys have been appearing on other YouTubers' channels out there, and it's good to see that you're supporting YouTubers such as myself. Your contributions help create opportunities for me to get more weird things on the channel and maybe get something more exciting going later on down the track. If you haven't already done so, you can become a patron. I'll leave the link there to the Patreon page. Also, I have got a PO box. It's PO Box 192, Janali, New South Wales 2226. Australia. If you've got any content that you want to send in, some games or gaming memorabilia, send them in, and I will make sure that they definitely appear on the very next video when I receive those items, and they will be going up on the channel as soon as possible. Until then, my name has been Brian, and I've been gaming since Spacies. Thanks, guys.